So this is the EVO Start Recording Bundle by Audient. It says here, make recording easy, but is it? But a bit confusing to learn like how to use it first before you run it, right? So how do we change from the... So this is a recording bundle that is in the affordable range and it goes up to brands like Focusrite, Presonus. But you know what? Let me just unbox this, show you what's inside and do a quick test to let you hear its sound. Let's go. So here's what's inside. Basically, when you get started, we have the manuals. And this one is really important because it tells you how to get started. So you want to really read that. So I'm going to go for the price first. So this is the price of the product. So this is the EVO 4 audio interface that comes included in the package. And it's super simple, super small, but it comes packed with a lot of features. So first off, we have phantom power, can be individually set to both of these input channels, and Smartgain, which sets this audio interface apart from all the audio interfaces in the market. One knob function, monitor mix between direct monitoring and also your computer monitoring, and your output button. Line in for guitar, one headphone out. So if you're going to monitor together with a friend or with a group of people, you want to get something like this, so you can actually, plug this inside and have few more outputs for few headphones. Or better yet, get a proper headphone amplifier like this one. Now on the back, you have your USB input and the cable is also supplied with the bundle. 2 monitor outs for your speakers, and basically this would be your preamps. EVO mic preamps, which is amazingly great sounding. Next up we have the SR1 condenser microphone that comes with the box, and it's fitted with a 14mm back electronic condenser capsule. And again, it's not an expensive microphone, but it works for most budget users. If you're just starting out in music production, this works pretty good. Yeah. The SR2000 monitoring headphones, which is a very simple headphone fitted with 40mm drivers on both sides that gets the job done. And you also have an adapter included with it. Now the rest of the bundle are basically your accessories, the XLR cable for you to connect the microphone to the audio interface, a shock mount for you to mount the microphone on a stand. So this goes up like this, down here, and basically you just screw it right there. And there you go, this is your microphone that you put it up on a stand. Now getting started with the EVO 4 is super simple. Just plug in a USB cable and you're good to go. You can control the levels and monitoring levels from the interface itself, or use the onboard EVO control software to control this. You can also control the phantom power, input gain levels, mute it, change the direct monitoring, or monitoring from the computer, and everything that you can do on the software is exactly the same as on the interface itself. Now to use the Smartgain feature, you just have to plug in a guitar or a microphone, which I'm going to do right now. Plug into input number 1, select your input channel, and because I'm using the SR1 microphone, this requires phantom power, so I'm going to hit on phantom power. Smartgain feature, let Smartgain know which channels to listen for, number 1 in this case, and hit it again, and you'll start to listen and monitor for your volumes and your levels, and set up a proper gain so that you can begin recording without any distortions or any clipping. And boom, it's done, and now we can begin recording. Now the preamps on the EVO 4 sounded pretty good. It's clean, it's pristine, and I think for a budget audio interface, it gives you more than enough to start recording straight away. But for that, I've gotten a friend to record some guitars so you can hear the sound of the microphone and also the preamps. Okay, so we have Xien here with me today, and we're going to record a quick little guitar riff using line in and also microphone. So we have line 1, which is directly into the guitar, and the microphone is pointed towards the 12th-ish fret, I would say, quite near. We're going to record over a beat and see what happens on here. We're going to get it started from the top, so to get the volumes right, I'm just going to hit on the mount both this one. Just going to check this on the... There we go. And then we do its thing. It's analyzing it. There you go, that's the EVO 4, and We'll see. A quick shout out to SMX Malaysia for loaning me the EVO 4 and the Start Recording Bundle to experience it. If you're looking for any studio gears at all, they are the guys you should hit up in Malaysia. Alright, so this is crazy, but I'm doing a recording in my car before I pass the EVO 4 back to SMX. Just going to do a bit of recording here. Alright, going to do a couple of shouts. Woo! 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 I kind of think that's good enough. Woo! Woo! You know, sometimes your car makes the best recording studio because it's all boxed up and you have like the perfect sound insulation in your car. Let's see how this one turns out. Woo! And there you go. That's a quick recording and a quick riff using the EVO 4 and also everything that is included in the Start Recording Bundle. Now, a note about the headphones comes with it, right? It's not amazing, but it's pretty okay. I think there's a lot of bass response to the headphones. It's not very bright to me. It sounded more bassy, more boxy. And well, the EVO 4 is able to drive quite a loud volume to the headphones, more than enough for me to listen back to the tracks. So I think this is a great setup, and with its closed back nature, this makes it amazing for doing recordings because it does not leak too much sound out from the cups here. So that's the SR2000 headphones that comes with the bundle. Now, one thing I want to point out about the EVO 4 is that it looks almost too simple and you kind of have to really understand what these buttons are. But a bit confusing to learn like how to use it first before you run it, right? So I'm just confused, how do we change from the inputs and also the monitoring? I think it's this one, right? Wait, I think there's a software also I downloaded that day. In the beginning, if you're like me, jumping on it and just plug it in and trying to play, you kind of get confused, like what is all these buttons and what they do, and I have to go back to the manuals and really read it to really understand. But after you understand, it's super simple, and I think one of the game-changing thing about this is the Smartgain feature, because now you no longer have to deal with annoying distortions. You no longer have to set your gain levels. You just plug in, lightly listen to your volumes and record straight away. And this also records up to 24 bits, 96 kHz, so that's good enough for most professional users. So who should buy the EVO 4 and the Start Recording Bundle? Now, no question here, this is made for solo producers and also beginners. And one thing I want to point out though is that if you plug in a headphone into this unit, the EVO 4, your monitor outs would be automatically muted. So this assumes that you are a solo producer recording and producing in a room. So if you have like a setup where you had a tracking room and also a recording room, and you want to have like different mixers for your headphone and also your monitor outs, that's not going to be possible, right? To do that, you would have to buy the EVO 8, which allows you to do that kind of function, but the EVO 4 is made more for solo producers who is producing, recording, tracking, and doing everything on his or her own in one room. I think this is an amazing product, it's an amazing bundle, and it goes up against the likes of Focusrite and also Presonus, and it's a worthy competitor. And I think with the quality of preamps you get with the EVO 4 and also the not too bad sounding microphone and the headphones at a very affordable rate, I think it's worth choosing and picking. So let me know what you think about the product, and I'd love to hear your comments, what you think about it in the comment section down below. And till next time, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, so you can pick up those cards and see what works best, right? So flex it, quantize it a little bit, yeah, and I think it'll be good, yeah. But there you go, that's the EVO 4, and we'll see. Yeah, thanks man. Thanks man. I think all is good, I think.